In the Christian text, Mary's father is named Joachim. In the Quran, his name is Imran. So why change the name? What's going on there?
Well, the theory is that neither name is supposed to be a literal historical fact. It's more about symbolism, a kind of storytelling called midrash. The name Joachim was chosen to connect Mary to an older story about a woman who was falsely accused of adultery. But the name Imran, that connects her family directly to Amram, the father of Moses and Aaron from the Torah. It's a symbolic choice that firmly places Mary and her family inside the great prophetic line of Israel. It's a move with a ton of theological significance.
All right, we've looked at shared beliefs and shared stories. The investigation now leads us to our final set of clues, and these come from a place you might not expect: the legal codes found in the Jewish Talmud, a core text for Jewish groups like the Ebionites.
And we are not talking about vague similarities here. These are incredibly specific legal rulings. The rule for how to purify yourself if you can't find water, the exact time frame for a mother to breastfeed her child, 2 full years, even the rules around marrying up to 4 wives. And then there's this profound idea that saving a single life is like saving all of humanity. It's not just a similar concept, it's an identical principle, found in both the Talmud and the Quran.
And if that wasn't enough, there might be a linguistic fingerprint hiding in plain sight. There's a term in the Quran for these kinds of laws, al-Mathani, which appears to be the direct Arabic version of Mishnah, the foundational text of the Talmud itself. That suggests this isn't just a coincidence, it's a direct and conscious engagement with that specific legal tradition.
So let's just take a step back and look at the big picture. We've got the shared theology, the nearly identical stories, and these specific parallel laws. What does it all mean when you put it all together?
Well, what we have are 3 really powerful separate lines of evidence. First, a view of Jesus that is almost a mirror image. Second, shared stories that come from the same non-biblical Gospels. And third, these specific overlaps in religious law, and they are all pointing in the exact same direction, toward a deep shared heritage between this early Jewish Christian tradition and the worldview we find in the Quran.
In fact, this convergence is so striking that some scholars have actually coined a term for it: Ebionite Islamic Christology. It's a way of describing this shared framework that's rooted in one of the very earliest ways of understanding Jesus, not as divine, but as a deeply revered human prophet of God.
And that leaves us with a final, pretty provocative question to think about. Could one of the world's largest religions have its origins not in opposition to Christianity, but from within one of Christianity's own earliest and long-lost traditions? It's a thought that really challenges the neat boxes we tend to put these faiths in, and it hints at a far more complex and interconnected history than we ever imagined.